Have you noticed that often when you are moving toward your dreams, many things start to go against you? Many people give up because of this. They begin to believe that the thing they are trying to achieve is not meant for them, or that manifestations do not work at all. However, did you know that the occurrence of adversity in your path can actually be a good sign? The universe repeatedly tests us before we get what we have asked of it. In this video, we'll discuss why the universe tests us and the ways in which it does so that you'll be prepared when it does happen to you. When you intentionally set your intentions towards achieving your dreams, the journey towards realization is not always straightforward or simple. It may seem as though the universe is presenting distractions and roadblocks, seemingly to thwart your progress and test your readiness for the future you want to create. However, these obstacles should be viewed not just as tests of your determination, but as chances to prove your deep commitment to embracing significant change. The truth is, unlocking your future aspirations requires overcoming the challenges of the present. The process of manifesting your dreams and making room for them to become reality is indeed enchanting. However, it's expected that you will face hurdles along this magical journey. You will encounter numerous challenges and find yourself seeking answers to many questions. The first sign that the universe is putting you to the test occurs when you are suddenly overwhelmed by numerous changes simultaneously. In those moments, it is hard to see the good of these sudden changes because they will most likely inconvenience us in some way. But remember, they're given to us for a reason. For instance, you could get an unexpected injury, have a car accident, or lose your job. Losing something is a very common thing, as it is often meant to make room in our lives for what is to come. Imagine a glass full of water. To pour juice into it, you must first pour the water out of it to make room for the juice. The universe does the same thing so that we can receive what we have asked for. The second way the universe tests us is by offering us what we want, but on a much smaller scale. Suppose you want to manifest $1 million. It may happen, for example, that you win a small amount of money in the lottery, say $200, or you find $20 on the ground while walking in the park. The universe may use this to test how you will use this money. Will you be grateful for having received it? Will you make good use of it? If the universe sees that you can't use a small amount of money properly, it won't give you a larger amount because you would also make a bad use of it, or maybe even contribute to something negative. To illustrate this even better, let me use the following anecdote. Imagine that you bought your little child 2 scoops of ice cream in a cone. The little one takes it in his hand, but after a while it turns out to be too much of a challenge for him, and he drops the ice cream on the ground. Then he asks you to buy him another ice cream, but this time he wants as many as 3 scoops. As a wise and responsible parent, would you buy him 3 scoops when he couldn't even hold 2? We must remember that the universe is just like a wise and responsible parent to us. Another type of testing is closely related to the people around us. If, suddenly, they overly criticize or question your desires or goals, the universe may be trying to use others to help you better understand your core beliefs and desires. It can be really difficult and disappointing, especially if you are demotivated by your loved ones. However, by being persistent and tenacious, you show true determination by reaffirming to the universe that what you are asking for is really important to you and is not just due to the influence of others on your opinions and perception of the world. Criticism from others often indicates that the passion or goal you are pursuing is of great significance. Similar to a video game, as you approach the final boss, the challenges become increasingly difficult until you ultimately succeed. However, remember that there are also people who may criticize you in a constructive way, wanting to help you. Therefore, it is important to learn to distinguish between valuable feedback and destructive undermining of your desires. The next thing on our list are negative emotions, like depression, anxiety, or simply feeling of or lost. When the universe wants us to pause and reassess a situation or reconsider the path we've chosen, it may overwhelm us with intense emotions to prompt deeper reflection. In such moments, it is crucial to look deep into ourselves and rethink our goals and values. It is worth considering in such moments whether what we are asking for is actually what we deeply desire, whether it is in line with our professed values. Feeling disoriented or lost is a way the universe tries to capture your attention. When life is routine and everything seems fine, it's easy to ignore the deeper issues within us that need addressing. To draw your focus, the universe highlights these unresolved issues or desires, pushing you towards them so that you can align with your highest self. This process can be uncomfortable and sometimes lonely, but it is essential for true self-discovery. It is often the case that in wanting to manifest something, we have a specific idea of how it should happen. However, we must remember that we are operating from the level of the limited human mind and are not able to look at everything from a broader perspective. The universe will always provide us with what we want in the best way possible for us. Therefore, we should be open to any circumstances and opportunities that arise. The universe can suggest to us in various ways information that will help us achieve our goal. However, it is up to us to act on them. Let's use the example of manifesting money again. Let's say someone wants to have $1 million. Such a person may unexpectedly be approached by an acquaintance offering to collaborate on an interesting new project. Or they may come across credible information that it's worth investing in some company's stock, or accidentally hear about a new business model that is generating huge profits. And now let's imagine that this person clings tightly to his vision, in which they get $1 million by winning the lottery, and therefore takes no action despite the opportunities that have been presented to them. Such a person will most likely never get that $1 million unless they change their attitude. Once again, I would like to emphasize that the universe is always trying to guide us along the best possible path for us. We must be open and listen to what it is trying to tell us. In addition to this, we must remember that no act, no word, and no thought of ours goes unnoticed. The universe is watching us constantly, and at any moment can decide whether we are or are not ready to receive. If you ever find yourself facing any of the tests mentioned here after watching this video, notice it and stay calm. Don't react, and remember that everything happens for you and through you, not to you. When faced with any difficulty, remember that for every problem there is a solution. So always stay solution-focused, as what you focus on expands, and you don't want your problems to grow. Keep in mind, manifestation isn't about instant perfection or rapid overnight changes. It is about steadily progressing and embracing the journey. The universe is always observant, acknowledging your efforts and aligning with your intentions. You are the architect of your own path, with the universe acting as your guide, assessing your readiness to bring your deepest desires into reality. Finally, I have a question for you. Do you feel like the universe is testing you right now? Perhaps any of the examples discussed here suit your current situation. If so, feel free to share your story in the comments, so that together we can look at it and discuss it. If you found this video useful, please show some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel, so you don't miss any future videos about manifesting and spiritual growth. Until next time, take care and let's keep creating together.